Good morning and welcome to Monday Message with Coach Mike. It is Monday, April 20th, 2020. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what is your motivation. Your motivation may differ from year to year, even day to day. What's important is that you always have something to work for. Motivation gives you a reason and a passion to do things you love to do and to push through the things that you hate to do. Motivation allows you to stand up and fight and live life with a purpose. Knowing what you want to accomplish is the key to being motivated. During these times that we're currently going through, motivation is going to be key to your success when we finally return to what we love to do. Most of us are out of our comfort zone and doing the things that we probably don't like doing. It is going to be motivation that is going to help us through these times. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk about 6 different characteristics of motivation. We're going to talk about 7. Number 1, everyone's motivation is different. It's pretty self-explanatory. Everyone is going to have their own set of specific goals, whether that goal is to achieve a new time standard or break a record. But it's important to know a group can be motivated to do something great, but is ultimately going to be the individual specific motivation that will help the group achieve a greater goal. Number 2, passion is being committed, not just interested. To compete at the highest level of your chosen field, you must have passion. The dedication and commitment that it takes to be successful competing against the best demands passion, not just interest. Some people get by with interest when they are younger, but when it comes down to separating the great from the good, they fall short because they lack passion. Number 3, strive for intrinsic motivation, not extrinsic motivation. You should want to excel and be the best you can be, regardless of whether you're reaping the material rewards that come from success. You should want to win the race because it will give you personal fulfillment, not because you will get a medal. You should give 100% even when you're tired, not because your coach will tell you good job after practice, but because that's what it takes to succeed. Those who are successful are most often motivated intrinsically. Our society is about people being recognized for what they do, people being rewarded. A player won't work hard because he is not starting. Well, maybe he's not starting because he just isn't working hard. Number 4, don't use fear to motivate. In the long run, fear does not pay. For the most part, we try not to use fear as a motivator. Not only is it imply a negative approach, but it also causes a player to play so as to avoid failure, which causes anxiety and does not enhance performance. Whether it is fear of failing, a fear of punishment, or a fear of an opponent, that type of motivation does not work. We need to avoid instilling fear into our motivation because our fear kills our passion. Number 5, discipline is not punishment, and punishment does not motivate. Discipline is an attempt to change someone's behavior. We must be disciplined in our actions to create a positive result. Good streamlines and/or proper technique is an example of discipline. Punishment is a negative consequences for wrong behavior. There's a big difference between the two. You want to have self-discipline so you act and perform properly when the time comes. Number 6, guidelines are motivators. All businesses, schools, and teams have guidelines. These guidelines are geared to help individuals be responsible. Guidelines involve consequences that affect a person's opportunity to perform. Guidelines help performance. Guidelines are effective forms of discipline, and knowing the consequences in advance lead people to practice disciplined behavior. And number 7, humor can be an excellent motivator. Humor from either a coach, parent, or a teammate can go a long way in motivating people and helping people keep things in perspective. It can relieve anxiety and open the door for a team member to have fun, which in turn can produce the desired result. The old intimidate and manipulate philosophy produces only limited results and often creates an atmosphere of oppression and anxiety that affect our results. Using the fear of failure as a motivator discourages fulfillment and does nothing to make people feel good about their accomplishments. Again, these were just kind of 7 quick characteristics of motivation. Like I said in the beginning, we all have our own reasons for being motivated. They're going to change day to day, week to week, year to year. You need to find your motivation, especially during this time. You're going to have to dig a little deeper, be a little more self-disciplined in what we're doing in our day-to-day actions, not knowing the end of the outcome of what we're going through. But we can all take these 7 characteristics of motivation and kind of use them as we move forward and get back into the groove of things. Hope you enjoyed it, and take care.